Sorry, the air is really loud, but I can't turn it off. It's hot. It's Thursday. I don't know what the date is. There's a fire up here, burning in Ferguson. So it's kind of encroaching on Yosemite, and all of the smoke and ash is coming down our way. So it's kind of making it hard to go outside. So we ventured out just today because there's still a farmer's market, so we wanted to try to get a little bit of fruit, but it's hard on us. So I stopped by the library to return some books that I had. I might have picked up one book that is not on my TBR, but I can't help myself. I have some other books to be reading, but whatever, it's fine. And I stopped by the local bookstore. So I got some shots of them and I picked up some stuff. I really went there because I saw some things I wanted the last time I was there. Specifically to try to like kind of reward / motivate myself because it's Camp NaNoWriMo. So I'll show you guys when we get back to the house. And then I think that'll be fun. Whew, okay, we're back at home. It is super hot. I don't know if it's just, I think it would normally be hot anyway, but it's just, the fire is just kicking it up that extra notch, and it's just making like my eyes and everything more congested because of the ash and everything that's all around. So I think tomorrow, and I don't know, we're gonna try maybe to not go outside until we have to go home. So I got Starbucks because they were having happy hour on frappuccinos, so I got my usual green tea just in a frappuccino. And I'm going to catch up on YouTube. I still have a little bit more to catch up on because we came here, we traveled. I didn't do anything that day. Didn't write, didn't watch YouTube. I did nothing. Yesterday I started to catch up and I wrote a little bit, and then today I'm gonna catch up on the rest of what I can. And I'd like to write a little bit more, but I'd also like to maybe sit down and work on the outline a little bit and see if the fixes that I've been thinking about for the timeline to push to the finale, to rearrange the big events, if I can just fix the timeline so that I don't have 500 more pages to write or to try to write, then I'm going to see if maybe I can work on that, or we'll see how tired I feel. Maybe I'll work on that tomorrow, and today I'll just finish up the scene I need to write. Okay, so real quick, I just wanted to show you what I got from the bookstore branches. So this is a cute tote bag that says #read. They also had a mug with this design on it that I first saw when I went there a couple weeks ago, but this time they had this tote bag and it was the only one, so I decided to grab the tote bag instead of the mug. And my mom was just like, really you need another tote bag? And the answer to that is always yes. Do I need another mug? The answer to that is always yes. And you'll see that I also got a mug because that was my whole point of going there. So let's see. Inside. Okay, so first I'll just show you. I did buy 2 books while I was there because, you know, gotta support indie bookstores. So I got The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. So I think pretty much most people know what this is about. And if you don't, that's what Goodreads is for. I'm just kidding. It's the story of Achilles and, do you say Patroclus? Whatever his name is. Whatever. You know, I'm bad with names, okay? And when you don't have to say stuff out loud, you can pronounce the name however you want in your head, right? So it's a queer retelling, I guess, even though, I mean, the original was pretty much queer itself. So anyway, so I got this and I got this poetry collection, Don't Call Us Dead, by, is it Danae Smith? Danae Smith? I'm sorry, you know, I'm horrible with names. So he is a queer black writer, and this, I believe this is maybe his second poetry collection. This is not his first, so this is his second, and it just, I believe it's making the rounds so that people know about it, and it just, it's, you know, it's gonna be hard-hitting and politically relevant, and just, there's some interesting, really long ones, and this just, the interesting typography, and I don't know, I'm getting really into poetry lately. This is like the third or fourth volume of poetry I've picked up lately, so I'm getting into it. Okay. So they have all kinds of nifty stuff there, I think you saw in the video, but just want you to see that, I don't know if you can tell on their logo, it's a tree, but it says books, gifts, and awesomeness, and it's just, I was like, yep. So they have socks and pins and all kinds of stuff. So I grabbed a couple pins, and let me see if I can show you. So the first one is a cat that just says, I so don't care, and I just love that it just, the cat is just so bug-eyed. I don't know, I just, I really appreciated that one. And then this one says, sometimes I wrestle with my demons, sometimes we just snuggle. And because I'm a supernatural contemporary fantasy writer that writes stories with demons, I found that amusing, right? Yes. And then this one, I just thought that one, a binder clip that says trying to hold it together, and I was like, yes, me, same binder clip, yes, thank you. Yes. Okay, so the actual reason I went there, it's okay, here, it's all nice and wrapped up. It's a mug, and I saw it last time I was there, and I was like, okay, Camp NaNoWriMo's coming up again. I'm gonna get it because it's awesome. So look at this. It says, I have no ideas and I hate everything. And it just keeps repeating and repeating and repeating, and I love it. And then right there it says, turns out I'm a genius. Yes, I love it. It's from Emily McDowell's studio, so I really appreciated this. So first I saw the hashtag read mug, and then the next time I saw this one, and I was like, OMG. So this was kind of a halfway through Camp NaNoWriMo reward, and just a motivational thing, because it was just amusing, and I was like, yeah, I'm firmly in this stage most days. So yes, this is my new favorite mug right now. Yes, I have no ideas and I hate everything, even though technically my problem is that I have too many ideas, but I still hate everything. So yeah, yeah, that's the whole reason I went into the bookstore, and I left with lots of stuff. Yes, that's, yep. But it's all in a nice tote bag, and it's just supporting a local bookstore, right? And I love these pins. I have no idea where to put them. I guess I'll put them on the tote bag. I just like them. They're cute. Anyway, there you go. That's my little independent bookstore haul for you during Camp NaNoWriMo. Yay! And I guess while I'm sitting here, I can show you. I went to the dollar store while I was at my grandma's house, and they had The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson, and I haven't actually read anything by her, and I don't think I have any of her books, but I know that she's a very popular contemporary author. So I saw this book and I was like, isn't this a popular book and a popular author, and look at the dogs and the ice cream truck, and I was like, ha ha ha, yes. So it's a pretty thick book for a contemporary. Like, look at that. So I picked it up for $1. Yes. And I picked up The Trader's Daughter by Paula Brandon, which is a like historical fantasy with magic, and it's just it just sounded really good when I picked it up. It sounded like something I maybe had come across on Goodreads, so it sounded vaguely familiar with magic and rebels and, you know, the usual stuff, but just, yeah, I don't know, but still, but I don't know. So it looks like historical, but with magic and fantasy elements, and probably still romance, right? Yeah. And then I got The Walled City by Ryan Groudon, and I have one other book of hers. So I don't know. It was there. It was $1. So this is why you can't send me anywhere to books. It sounded interesting. Run fast, trust no one, always carry your knife. I don't know. It just sounded good. Sounded good. And then the Crimson Peak novelization. Did anyone go see that movie? I actually really enjoyed it. You know, it wasn't the greatest, but it was right up my alley because I love gothic horror, and growing up, stuff like Wuthering Heights was some of my favorite books, you know. And while I was watching the movie, I thought, like, you know, if this had been a book, like, I might have enjoyed the book better because it's atmospheric and it's spooky. And, you know, I still love Guillermo del Toro's work, and I still enjoyed the movie, and, you know, it was still all of the things I loved, but I wondered if it might have come across better in the form of a book. And so when I saw this, I was like, hey, wait, they actually made a novel version. So I'm gonna check it out and see if it goes with my gothic horror tastes. I don't know. This is why sometimes I go to the dollar store and I check to see what they have. And yeah, and I also picked up a couple hardback little notebooks. There's one more, but it's already in my purse because I love little notebooks that I can carry with me for just general note-taking everywhere. And this one I just really love because it looks like the chalkboard art, and just so pretty. Yes, so there you go, an extra dollar store haul. Yay! What am I doing? Am I writing? No. Instead, I'm spending time with books. Ah, have fun! Yay!